Hello everyone, it's Toria from Toria's Trinkets, and I thought I would show you what I'm currently doing in my current work in progress. So, I am currently working on this dishcloth, which I know some people say it looks a bit too pretty to be a dishcloth, but it is a bit of a wiggle stitch, I think that's what you want to call it, dishcloth, and I'm just in the process of adding the wiggle to the filet crochet matrix on the bottom, and I thought I would show you what I was doing because I absolutely love doing my crochet, and since it's Mindful May, I thought it would be fun to show you how I do my mindfulness and just to see how you practice mindfulness, or you may not practice mindfulness at all, but it's something that I do quite regularly to help me with my anxiety and to help manage my pain, and it's a practice I learned a good, I don't know, must be 4 years ago now, from the neuropsychologists at the North Staff's hospital, because I was, believe it or not, I couldn't talk. I was stuttering, I couldn't get my words out, and it was really quite difficult for me to talk. And so they put me on a course to help me learn techniques to manage my anxiety and my pain, to actually help me manage life better. And it was really helpful for me, and so I would really love to share some of what I learnt with you. And if it doesn't help you, then it doesn't help you, but if it does help someone, then I've done something good, and I think that would be great. So as you can see, I'm sat here talking to you and crocheting away, because that's generally what I do. I mean, I have this, if I zoom back out, I've got this massive spool of yarn, which I love. I love these big yarn spools. So what do I do to crochet and be mindful at the same time? Let me just pull some yarn off so that I don't end up pulling it all over the place whilst talking to you. You've got my lovely knee there, because I was trying to work out how to set this up so that I could show you me crocheting and talk to you at the same time, and it was somewhat complicated. So what do I do? So the first thing I do is I give myself a little bit of a shake to I know you can't see that bit, but you can imagine it, because you can hear my bracelets rattling. So I breathe in and a big breath out, because that just kind of helps it centres you a bit and puts you a bit more in the moment. I then put my crochet hook in, and then as I breathe in, I do my first stitch in, and then as I breathe out, I do my next stitch, and I think about my stitches, and I think about how the yarn feels, what the yarn looks like, and especially with this yarn, because I don't know whether you've noticed, it's got all these different colours in it. So as I'm looking at it, and so here I've I'm on my third stitch, so I'm breathing in. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at, oh, well, it's a deep purple. And then it's going to white again. And then I'm breathing out. And it's going to white. And it's still staying white. And then I've finished this little section here. So if I zoom in a bit, you can see what I mean. And I need to turn a corner. And on this next corner, oh, I'm going to be doing across this bit here, and it's a sage green colour. So I'm putting white on top of green. So I'm breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. I can't really count, can I, actually? Because actually, if I was to count properly, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's actually 4 movements of my crochet hook, and that's what I try and think about as I'm doing it. So I'm thinking about how many times I'm moving my crochet hook and the colours of the yarn, and this cotton feels, although when you look at it quite closely it might look rough and like it's splitting, it's actually quite soft, and it's really nice to work with. So now I'm gonna turn the corner again. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, except I can't count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't matter if your numbers go wrong in your head. You know, it's all about just focusing your breath and what you're doing, and actually just focusing on the moment, and not about anything else that's happened in your day. And it's about concentrating on how you're feeling. So I mean, as I'm doing this, I can think about, oh, you know, I've got a little bit of a headache at the moment, and whilst, you know, why does my head hurt? Is it tension? Have I got a migraine coming? Now I can crochet with my eyes shut, so sometimes I do crochet with my eyes shut, and I think, oh, maybe that will help a bit, or maybe my headache's because I've not put my glasses on, or have I drunk too much coffee, or maybe you just think, oh, and at that point you're just there thinking, actually no, I'm thinking too much. I should actually be sat here not thinking. I'm trying to be mindful about my crochet and being in the moment, not. So although you're trying to think about your body, and yes, you've got a little bit of a headache, and you're going, and that's fine. You can be conscious of the fact that you have a headache, but maybe you want to do a few deeper breaths to try and help your headache. So you could maybe stop crocheting for a minute and then breathe in, do a few longer breaths. So go in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then maybe repeat that. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you might think, oh, my headache feels a bit better now. And you might not. we are all very different beings, and you might find that actually you do feel a bit better, or you might not. But I mean, I sometimes find that doing a few deep breaths helps. I also find that sometimes whilst talking to you, I don't do my pattern correctly. But, you know, the whole point about taking time out for yourself, and it doesn't have to be crochet, it can be anything at all. It's all about taking that time just to be quiet and just let the day pass. Let your body just relax and have some time to be still. Let your mind be still. Let your mind be quiet. Maybe you just want to sit and listen to a piece of music. Maybe you want to sit and listen to a book. You know, there are so many things that you can do, and sometimes it is only just, you need to take 5-10 minutes, but we all need that little bit of time for self-care, because otherwise we just burn out. And it is very important to look after ourselves and to look after the people we love. So don't forget about it. Don't forget to be mindful of who's around us, of how you're feeling, even of our pets, and our animals. I mean, sometimes we get so frustrated about what's going on in life that we end up shouting at our pets because they just happen to be there. And actually, they haven't done anything. It's just us taking our frustrations out. And sometimes if we just take a minute to just relax and unwind, that can just help us just centre ourselves and ground ourselves. And it can really help with things like anxiety and depression. And I know it's really, really helped me. So just give yourself time to be peaceful and calm, even if it's just for 5-10 minutes a day. Longer if you can. I really, really believe in the power of the mind and how much it can heal you. So that's all I've got to say for the moment. Have a lovely evening or morning or bedtime, whichever time of day it is for you, and enjoy yourselves, and remember to look after yourselves. So have a lovely time, everybody, and I shall catch you all soon. Bye bye. Just waving. See ya. Good night.